கதம் முடிந்த விடயங்களை பற்றி நாங்கள் பேச தேவையில்லை. මේ ගාසා එකේ ඉන්න ජනතාවට මේ ඊශ්‍රායලත් එක්ක රණ්ඩු කරනවට වැඩිය ලොකු රණ්ඩුවක් අපිට සිද්ධ කරන්න වෙනවා ගාසා වෙනුවෙන් කතා කරන්න විරුද්ධ පක්ෂය වෙනුවෙන්. බලන්න ගියා එතුමා මෙතනට ආවා. එතුමාගේ ඇක්සිඩන්ට් කරපු ෆොටෝසුත් තියෙනවා. ඒක ගරු නියෝජ්‍ය කතානායකතුමනි මම ඔබතුමාට යමක් විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ. මේක මම නොකිය ඉන්න හැදුවේ. 19 ස්ථාවර නියෝගයේ යටතේ මේක කියලා මම 40ත් මම කියවන්න. thank you. 19
You just mentioned about economizing on time. I think you should
thank you. I'll then proceed with my speech. I know the honorable Bimal Ratnayake is very clever in distracting us. Anyway, thank you. I don't want to fall into his traps. Now coming back to the today's matter. Now, we are not talking about the economic impact that has arisen out of the malpractices. This is all about the economic impact. But there's another important matter that's directly connected to the Sri Lankan economy. I have to speak about it. I'm referring to the conflict that may seem distant but is rapidly becoming a global threat. The war on Iran, the led by Netanyahu government of Israel. At the heart of this crisis lies the long-standing and heartbreaking situation in Gaza. Honorable Deputy Speaker, I like to say a few words on that. We call on this government not to encourage Israel tourists, as many of them are not merely a tourist, but appear to be planning a long-term stays and establishing places of worship. By allowing this, we are inviting troubles, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Number of time in this house by the opposition continuously we pointed out to the government not to send workers to Israel, not to encourage the so-called purported tourists into Sri Lanka. Now what will happen? Now we are all worried about the malpractices, some millions of rupees that had been wasted and that had been there have been abuse or whatever in this report. Now we are facing a serious matter. We are in the verge of a world war coming closer to us. We must also recognize that Israel's unending attack on Gaza, its illegal settlements and its refusal to follow international rules have caused and worsened this crisis. Nothing else. The United States is the other culprit. By giving Israel full support politically and militarily has allowed Israel to act without any fear or consequences. This shows a clear double standard in how international law is applied. Honorable Deputy Speaker, this imbalance in global justice is what has made Gaza an issue now concerns the entire world. Failing to protect Palestine's right has not only created more violence and extremism, but now risks the causing of a larger war, one that could affect all of us, leave alone that we keep on talking about these motions and these whatever the මේ ගවයන් ගෙන්වලා කෙනාපු මේ මිලියන ගාන නෙවෙයි. ඒකට වැඩිය විශාල අර්බුදයක ළඟ අපි ඉන්නේ දැන්. Now our foreign ministry must show leadership, which they lack. Leave alone the leadership. They are trying to use unethical, wrong, standing order, point of order to block us talking. මේ ගාසා එකේ ඉන්න ජනතාවට මේ ඊශ්‍රායලත් එක්ක රණ්ඩු කරනවට වැඩිය ලොකු රණ්ඩුවක් අපිට සිද්ධ කරන්න වෙනවා ගාසා වෙනුවෙන් කතා කරන්න විරුද්ධ පක්ෂය වෙනුවෙන්. That's the predicament that we are in. Now, our foreign it must be speak for the fair two-state solution, which he never talks about. Demand an immediate ceasefire, he doesn't talk about it. Call for a full humanitarian access, he doesn't talk about it. And support the real peace talks and include all voices. No, nothing is concerned. He's only worried that there are some migrant workers have been sent, around 20,000, and try to move it away from the war. So what I am trying to say, the Honorable Deputy Speaker, now, at the time of such a serious conflict, now it's true, now we have got wars from 11:30 till 5:30 we have time for an adjournment debate on a so-called this report, which could have been definitely discussed at the Committee on Public Enterprises. And not only that, Deputy Speaker, there is a mechanism existent available for this report to be submitted to the authorities be that with the FCID, be that with the CID, be that with the Attorney General, for them to take legal action. I was wondering what the legislative amendment the government
Honorable
is seeking.
Nizam Karyappa, you have 1 more minute.
1 more minute. So what is the legislative amendment they are talking? Let us talk the more important, the eminent economical challenges that we are going to face very soon, about the fuel prices, about our tourism, and about having the Israelis here, and the fear that the war might come to Sri Lanka. How are we going to ensure and stop the war does not come to this region? Those are the matters that we will now talk about. And I was sad to say the government is fighting shy to face that debate. Government is scared to talk about it. Government is using absolutely false point of order to block us from talking. And it is so much so, and I'll finally say, the Honorable Deputy Speaker, if you look at the clips, video clips, you are not given a ruling on the standing order that was placed against me. I am supposed to be still on feet, and the Deputy Speaker has not made any ruling and abruptly adjourned. And let me say, this should be the first and the last. The Secretary General's table should not get involved, telling the Deputy Speaker to adjourn. That's none of their business. Thank you very much.
வீடியோக்களை மிஸ் பண்ணாமல் பார்க்க இன்றே ஷார்ட் நியூஸ் யூடியூப் சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள்.